Hi everyone, my name is Blair and I'm one of the registered kinesiologists for St. Mary's Cardiopulmonary Rehabilitation Program. Today we're going to talk about resistance training. We're going to go through some of the benefits of resistance training, some safety tips. We're going to look at the recommendations, how to progress our exercise, and then some reminders for taking action. So let's start with what is resistance training. So it's something that helps our muscles become stronger. So everyday activities like climbing the stairs or getting groceries become easier the stronger our muscles are. Considerations for safety should be that we don't want to hold our breath when we're doing resistance training. So using something like the Rating of Perceived Exertion Scale or RPE scale can help monitor our intensity with resistance training. We want to make sure that our movements are slow and controlled. And some people may have some lifting restrictions. So some people may have a sternal precaution that they shouldn't be lifting anything for at least 12 weeks after their sternotomy. Or some people may have a lifting restriction and that they shouldn't be able to lift anything overhead. So always make sure you inform your exercise staff if you have a specific lifting restriction before you start any resistance training. Some basic safety tips for any exercise should be that we want to start slow and easy. We want to listen to our body and increase our activity gradually. If we have a prescribed exercise range, we should stay within it. And we should always remember to warm up and cool down with any exercise that we do. Recommendations help with our plan. It helps us to achieve our goals, improve our health, and increase movement. So recommendations can include things that are considered the FIT principle. So looking at frequency, intensity, time, and type for any exercise. So for frequency, we want to see how often we're doing that exercise. Intensity, how hard we are working. Time, how long it takes. Or type, what exercises we are completing. So for the frequency of resistance training, we want to be able to complete a session at least 2 to 3 times per week. We want to aim for at least 8 to 12 repetitions per set. We can complete at least 1 to 2 sets. And we can use a variety of different types of resistance training. So free weights, resistance bands, weight machines, or body weights are some of the typical ones. So how do we progress then? So we want to make sure we can progress our exercise. We want to change the exercise to make it more challenging. If we keep exercising at the same level, we'll maintain our current fitness level, but in order to improve, we want to change something with that program. So we can look at that FIT principle again. And that for frequency, we could start by adding an extra day of resistance training. For the intensity, we could increase the effort. For time, we could add in another set of exercises. Or for type, we could try a different type of exercise or increase the weight that we have. But just remember, progression should occur in only one of those FIT principles, or the frequency, intensity, time, and type, at a time. If we look at this example of a resistance training progression, we can see that between week 1 and 2, we've increased the number of repetitions, or we've increased the intensity between week 1 and week 2. If we look again then between week 3 and week 4, we can see that we've increased the frequency, or the number of sessions per week. Then again, if we look between week 5 and week 6, now we've increased the time, or now we're doing 2 sets versus the 1 set in the week 5. So we've had 3 different types of progression, each considering for a different FIT principle. Now, if we look at week 8 that we can add in, we're increasing the type, we're increasing the weight amount from 10 pounds up to 15 pounds, but we're taking back our number of sets to 1, our number of repetitions to 10, and our sessions per week back to 1. So reminders to take action. Progress your exercise program only when you are ready. Be mindful of how you feel and monitor your intensity, and progress only one part of your exercise routine at a time. If you're looking for more ways to progress your exercise, speak with the registered kinesiologist in your class.